Hello, my viewer. I want to bless the Lord because of this day. I want to thank God also because of you, who has been a pillar, who has been of a great support, who has been a fan. You've been walking with me through this journey, and I am so much humbled. Thank you so much. God bless you for subscribing to my channel, coming each and every time to watch my videos, leaving a comment, correcting me. There are some people who told me to work on some few issues. And I want to thank God because of that. Thank you for every observation that you make on my channel. Thank you for every like. Thank you for every comment. Thank you for every sharing of my videos. Thank you for telling somebody about my video. And if maybe you have been watching and you've never subscribed, please, today, just take a second or two and click the subscribe button. And God will bless you so much. Now, today, I'll be handling some few issues regarding the exam. How do you prepare for an exam? What are areas that you're going to be asked in an exam? Things to expect. There are three things in critical that you should expect. One, theory. Now, of course, there are two, but we split them into three. Of course, there's theory and there's practical. In theory, we have two things where we have the highway signs and we also have the model town board, where the highway signs are carrying 20 marks and then the model town board carries 30 marks. And then also, and then we come to practical. Practical is about 50 marks. So everything put together, then you are getting, we have 100 marks. So please be prepared to handle such issues. And then in theory, you need to know the highway signs. Now, we have around 100 plus highway signs. You need to know at least all of them. At least all of them, you need to understand them. And in case you do not know any sign, and you do not know a sign that you have been asked, not just any sign, you do not know a sign that you've been asked by the examiner, the right answer to say is, I have forgotten. Please, examiner, I have forgotten. Don't say, I don't know. Don't say, sijui. We say, nimesahau. So if the examiner asks you, points at a sign, and you're like, this one, I really do not know it. But what you are supposed to say is, I have forgotten. Don't be silent. Don't be quiet. When an examiner asks you a question, do not be quiet. At least say something. When you remain quiet, then it is a sign of yuni madharau. One, yuni madharau. Ama haujui chochote, so you need to go back to class. But if you say nimesahau, you are given another chance of being asked another question. So do not ever say that sijui or I don't know. Say nimesahau. Okay? And then, are you given time to respond to your questions? Yes. The examiner will give you ample time to respond to your questions. Do not be in a hurry. If you feel nervous, at least breathe in, breathe out, breathe in again and out, and relax. And then you're asked questions, take your ample time and respond to every question that you've been asked by the examiner. Take your ample time, respond to every question. And then you're going to be asked the model town board. One of the most common questions are definition of the model town board. You need to know how to define the model town board. You need to know the features of the model town board. You need to know their names. And then do you know them? Can you show us on the model town board where is the yellow curb, where is the central reserve, where is the traffic island, where is the roundabout, where is the traffic road, and then where is the green fields, the giveaway signs, the exit from the main road. Do you know all of them? Can you show us where they are? The stop signs on the model town board. Do you know them? Then the next thing you have to know The rules of the model town board. What are the rules of the model town board? At least this is a very common question. And then one common question that is also a challenge is the model town board has how many types of roads? Of course, the answer is 2. The model town board has got 2 types of roads. Now the other part is the so challenging. They will ask you now, mention the 2 types. People will answer and say major and minor. Major road and minor road. That is wrong. The correct answer should be one-way traffic road and two-way traffic road. So please understand the types of roads that are found on a model town board. So we shall be handling a very common question that you can be asked. In my class, if you've been following the videos, we do handle questions. And these questions that you've ever encountered in my videos, they are the most common questions that anybody can ask you. So please be free to ask any question, and we are going to guide you through how to respond to such questions. And then for practical, what are you going to be asked in regards to practical? Practical is very critical. You can come in the car and the examiner asks you, my friend, this car you are driving is number. You need to know the number of the car. So before you enter that car, you've done an inspection outside. You've written the number on your hand, or you've written somewhere in your on a paper. You've written it's KBH KBA 719M or KCY, like that. So you master that number first, and then the examiner can also ask you, can you drive me to Karen? Can you drive me to town? Tell the examiner no. Why? Because you don't have a valid driving license. Because if you say yes, you've failed from that point. So don't say yes, say no, and they will ask you why. You say, I don't have a driving license. And then they will ask you some other questions. How do you know that the car is engaged in a gear? How do you know that the car is engaged in the gear? You by checking the gear lever. Do not depress the clutch, because if you depress the clutch, then you might not be sure that the car is engaged in a gear. So just move the gear lever. You will realize that it is very soft, so that shows that it is not engaged. So before you start the car, at least ensure that it is not engaged, right? Okay, so those are some of the things that you are going to encounter in an exam. And then they will ask you maybe something else. How do you know that it's time to change the gear? How do you know that now I have to change from gear number 1 to gear number 2 to gear number 3, gear number 4? Now you know that by listening to the sound of the engine. So that means that you need to be very alert, very attentive as you respond, as you change gears. You are communicating with your car. So by the sound of the engine, when you hear the sound rising, then it is telling you that I need another gear. So you listen to the sound of the engine, and then it tells you how to change gears. What else are we going to be asked? Yeah, I'll be compiling all those questions. In the next video, we are going to have all those questions that can be asked. But I want you to attempt these questions. I want you to attempt answering these questions. Theory questions, of course. Question number 1. What is a model town board? Question number 2. Question number 1 is what is a model town board? Question number 2. Mention at least 5 features of the model town board. Question number 3. Question number 3 should be, who is the CS for transport? Question number 4. What is the first rule of roads in Kenya? What is the first rule of roads in Kenya? Question number 5. Which side do we overtake? Which side do we overtake? And then why? Question number 6. State the traffic light sequence. State the traffic light sequence. Question number 7. You are approaching a junction with the traffic light showing red. You are approaching a junction with the traffic lights not red, showing green, and they suddenly changes to amber. What should you do? You are approaching a junction with the traffic lights showing green, and then they suddenly changes to amber. What should you do? Next question. Next question should be, you are approaching a junction with the traffic light showing green, and the traffic light, the traffic police stops you. Who do you obey? You are approaching a junction with the traffic light showing green, and the traffic police instructs you to stop. Who do you obey and why? The next question should be, when do we dim our vehicle lights at night? When do we dim the vehicle lights at night? Give me 7 points. Give me 7 points. So I'll be just answer those questions. You can answer in the comment sections, or you can send the answers to me directly at 0708835673. 0708835673. Or you can find me on Facebook at Bro Enoch Ochilo, and I'll mark your exam. I'll be there to give you the answers to every question that you've you responded to. So I'll be waiting for you. If you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and let's meet on the other end. So God bless you so much. I'll be coming back with another video. Of course, somebody asked me to do a video on hill start. I'll be doing a video on hill start very soon. I'll also be doing another one on J turns, U turns, 3-point turns. I'll be doing the same, and I also will be doing another video on how to start the car and how to stop, because that is practical. The practical exam you're going to be asked is to start the car and to stop the car. So how do you start and how do you stop? In any interview you will go, you will only be asked how to start the car, and when you start the car, it will determine if you're going to get that job or you're not going to get that job. So see you in the next class. I am your all-time teacher, Bro Enoch Ochilo, and I love you so much. Continue supporting me. God bless you. Bye bye. Ciao.